Welcome back to our channel. It's Z and Abs as Abs DIY, and today we brought you an episode on this Toyota Corolla. This is the 1.6 petrol automatic. But the issue we're having with this car currently at the moment is once we start the car, we had the EML light come on, and from here, to be honest with you, it doesn't sound too bad. However, it is missing on cylinder 3. Again, when you sound in the engine side, you can't really tell, but you can smell a lot of fuel and you can see a bit of the block shaking. When we come to the back, you can see the exhaust misfiring quite bad. So this is the code that is come up with at the moment. P0303 cylinder 3 misfire detected. Alright, so I've got my handy OBD2 reader, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the engine cover from the block. I'm going to see if I can swap the cylinder 3 coil pack with cylinder 1 coil pack, and I'll check the OBD2 just to see if it goes from P0303 to P0301, and if it does, then we know the coil pack is in fault. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to undo the 2 Phillips screws behind the back of the engine cover. And then we got 2 10 mils, one over here and one over here. And just like that, the engine cover should come off. Just as I guess, someone has been messing around with the coils and they already have inspected it, so there's probably more. Someone's already marked the coils and they already have switched them over. But I am going to go ahead and I'm going to switch coil number 3. So 1 will be towards the gearbox, 1 2 3 with 1, and I'm going to see if it makes a difference. But before I do that, I'm going to start the car and I'll remove this plug to see if the car shakes more or it doesn't make a difference. Okay, so we're going to start the car up. Oh wow, that actually switched off. Okay, so we know that was an issue, so let's go ahead and remove this. Yep, that's fine as well. Start it up again. So we're going to do it with all of the coils and see if that doesn't make a difference. Power going into it. Can make a video. Yeah, you can make a video. No. Oh, it's actually easy. Okay, so that as well. Start it again. Oh, okay. With starting the car and removing each of the coil packs, the car switches off. So I can only say the coil packs are not the issue and not the spark. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all of the coil packs one by one, remove the spark plug, just assess what it's doing and how the spark plugs are looking. Then we're going to do a compression check on all of the cylinders to see which one is low in compression, because I think it's actually internal damage, which could be the compression itself. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and remove all the coil packs just to assess the spark plug, because we can smell fuel, so we know there's fuel going in, and someone's already obviously changed the coils because there's numbers and marking already. So this one looks like a new coil pack, so that would only indicate that someone has already changed or replaced the coils. We also assess the plugs just in case some wires are loose, but it looks good as well. So yeah, that looks okay. Yep. So we've got a bit of oil there. That's a second. This one, sorry, that was a third. That was the issue really. So we got oil coming in it. So whether the rocker cover might be an issue. Okay, so we need to take this off as well actually. This needs to come off as well. wiring. Okay, so that looks good as well. So again, we got a bit of oil in this one as well. Yeah, that's oil, not petrol. And again, oil. Okay, so now if you just look into the cylinder, so we've got a bit of oil coming in. So let's take the spark plugs out and let's assess them. Okay, so now we are going to take the spark plug out. So this is cylinder 4, which is away from the gearbox. To assess how the spark is looking. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we've got a lot of oil. It's not catching it. Nope. So if the magnet is not working because the hole is too small, you're gonna get yourself your coil pack. There. So we can tell it's got a bit of oil in there. That's actually petrol. You can smell it really bad. Okay, so this is number 3. Okay, so that is actually working. Oh, there you go. Look at that. That is too clean. So actually, this is number 3. So we're getting 1, 2, 3, I'm guessing. I generally thought from the gearbox would be the 1, 2, 3. But this, look at. So there's no fire at all on that one. And look at that. So if we compare now you can see number 3 has literally nothing.
It's not burning at all.
Yeah, so is it the coil? Is it the spark plug? Or is the cylinder itself and number 3 gone? So we're going to do a compression check on all 4. We've got a compression check tool over here. So we are going to do it in the start from the left. Just want to make sure that it's nice and snug. Put this in. Make sure that's 0. And then we're going to get Abs to crank it. Go on, Ab, crank it until I say. Stop. So it's just over 100, so 110 I would say. Next one. Okay, Abs, go for it. Stop. This is actually over 125, so this is really good. Alright, so we're at number 3 with a spark plug come out, which is nothing at all. So let's see what we get as a compression wise. Abs, go for it. Oh wow. Stop. This is really good. This is over 125. This is like 135.
And this one you're thinking that's the worst one.
Yep. Alright, number 4. Abs, crank it. Yep, let go. Alright, compression is good. Alright, so compression across all 4 cylinders are over 100, 125 when we crank it. So my only thought now is going to the ignition, spark, or even the wiring itself. So what we're going to do in Abs, given a brilliant idea, is I'm going to get this, the one that's not sparking, I'm going to put it in, I'm going to put it in number 3 here, touch it onto ground and see if it sparks. And I'll do it with all of the different connections. Maybe the connection itself is faulty, but if this doesn't spark, then we switch the spark plugs, with this coil and see if it sparks, and then if it doesn't, we'll put this spark plug in the other coils and see if the spark plug sparks, and then we would know either the spark plug or the coil itself is faulty. So we're gonna do, I keep saying cylinder 4, but cylinder 1, whatever you want to say it. So the first one is this side with the dodgy spark. So Ab's gonna crank it and we're gonna see if it sparks.
Ready?
Here you go. Nope, no spark at all. All right, so we got no spark whatsoever. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to disconnect this. I'll put another coil to make sure it sparks, and then try three. If 3 sparks, then we need to change this with this and this with this and see what's the fault. All right, so I switched that plug with another coil just to see if it sparks. So Abs, when you're ready. Yep, you can see spark. Stop. All right, so now we know we got spark on this one. I'm gonna put this one number 3, see if that sparks again. All right, so the ignition and the spark that sparks, I've put that at number 3 just to make sure the plug is not in fault. So Abs, you're gonna start it again, please. Yep, sparks. Good. So now we know, and we can rule out the wiring. So the wiring is not an issue. We know either the coil or the spark plug is an issue. So now I'm going to start swapping. So Abs, hold that. Do it in front of the camera so you guys know exactly what I mean. So for example, we know this spark sparks, this also sparks. I'm going to disconnect that. We also know there's a fault in this particular plug or the coil itself. So I'm going to disconnect that as well. So first thing, this one's faulty. Put this over here. This one's not faulty. Put it back in here. Put it in cylinder number 3 because that's where the issue lies. And I'm going to get Abs to now crank the car, and that's near the fuel, which I don't like, so I'm going to leave it like this, and we're going to see if this sparks. If this sparks, that means
coil plug.
Yes. If it doesn't, that means spark plug.
Ready?
Yep. Yep, that's fine. It's sparking. I can see the spark. Okay, now we know that's sparking. Now I'm going to put this with the faulty coil pack and see if it sparks. Abs, hold that. So good spark plug, dodgy coil pack, in it goes. We've got a nice issue. Ooh, you know what, that's got a nice connection, but I can actually see the coil a bit faulty there already. I'm not sure if you can see it.
Oh yeah, the spring's broken.
Yeah,
I think you zoom in. Just hold it like that. Just now keep it the way it is. All right, you see that spring there? Oh, yeah, you can see the spring, that round one. Yeah, that's broken. So yeah, I reckon it's a coil.
Let me show you the comparisons to this. Oh no, actually it's the same. I thought it was, but it's not.
No, but look at that small bent. See that one, the faulty one.
Yeah. So let's see now. We're gonna find out now. Okay. Number 3 again. Now we have the number 3 ignition coil with number 1 spark plug. I'm gonna get Abs to crank it and see if you get spark. If you don't get spark, it's definitely the ignition coil. Nope, no spark at all. So ignition coil it is. Okay, so guys, that's how you diagnose the P0303. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna replace the ignition coil and we'll start it and see what it does. Hi MDC, just want to query if you got a spark ignition coil for a Toyota Corolla. Can I give you a reg number?
Yeah, it's reg.
Yeah, it's Lima.
Ignition coil.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, I've got 2 in stock, 29.50 each.
Oh, perfect. I'll come. What time do you close?
6.
All right, I'm coming now. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Okay, so £30 for one. We're gonna go grab that one so we can put everything back together and see what happens.
Fingers crossed. Let's hope it works. I say just leave them on there. Don't lock anything in.
Yeah. What? We need to see what's going on. So yeah.
So which one was the faulty one? You haven't mixed them up, is it?
This one for sure. I'll double check.
So we're here at MDC now. Just pick up the coil packs and see what happens. So we're at the shop right now, MDC. So we're going inside and see what happens, and we'll show you once we get the stuff. So I've got the pot. So Z's got it. So once you open the door, I'll show you the pot. We got the pot. Here we go.
So we got the old spark, ignition coil. This is the new one. So always match it before you leave the store. I mean, I'm in the car park, so. Right, so we got a new spark for ignition coil. I keep saying spark. That's the old one, faulty one. Gonna put the spark plug in there now. Put it in number 3. Get Abs to crank it and see if it sparks. Yep, we got spark. That's it. Perfect. So we got spark, so we can put everything back together, start the car, and see how it sounds. We've got the coils in there, and as you can see, number 3 is a new one. Now we're just going to put a diagnostic on there just to reset any faults that might have come up, because we did disconnect all the coil packs and the spark plug. So as you can see, we got 4 faults. Let's go ahead and have a look at it. So, and there's no more P0303, so we're going to reset this. No more faults come back, so we're going to go to live data while we start the car. Okay, I'm going to get Abs to start it up while I check the live data. Abs, crank it. Oh, that sounds smooth. Look for any OBD faults. 0 come back. Okay, so that's how the engine is acting. There's no shake whatsoever. If I come to the... We can still smell a bit of fuel, but that might be from the previous fault. And if I come to the exhaust, and there's no shake, no nothing. Abs, give it a little rev, will ya? That sounds smooth. So that there right now is actually burning the fuel that was in cylinder 3 because there's no spark. So once that spark burned, as you can see, it started clearing out already. That's how you get rid of your P0303 code on a Toyota Corolla. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we shall see you on the next one. Take care.